Hello, my name is Ultan Brady. I work for the Strategic Bank Corporation of Ireland, and I'm here today to provide an overview of the Home Energy Upgrade Loan Scheme. As part of this overview today, we're going to go through what the key features of the scheme are, what the eligibility criteria under the scheme is for a homeowner to qualify, what the benefits are for a homeowner, an example of some of the eligible measures under the scheme, and at the very end we'll go through in a bit of detail what the loan application process is for one of your customers coming through, with a specific focus on the Home Energy Summary Report. At the very end, we'll also answer some of the key FAQs that come up under the scheme. So, the Home Energy Upgrade Loan Scheme, it's supported by government and EU funding. It was designed with the support of the SBCI and it's designed to align with their grants. It's available to all homeowners in the Republic of Ireland and small landlords. So these are homeowners who own up to 3 properties. It's available through one of 11 participating non-lenders, and key supporters and stakeholders within the scheme can be seen at the bottom of the screen. So what are the key features? So first and foremost, loans vary from 5 to 75,000 per property. There's a repayment term of 1 to 10 years, significantly lower interest rates than those within the market at present. There's unsecured loans, so no need to secure it against a property. The loans must be combined with the SBCI Home Energy Grant Schemes, and it can be drawn before the works can begin. So the key eligibility criteria, how a homeowner can qualify. So they must be availing of a home energy grant from the SBCI. These works must be carried out by an SBCI registered one-stop shop or by a community project coordinator. These are entities that have been set up by the SBCI to bring the homeowner straight through from the initial assessment of the property right through to the application for grants on behalf of the homeowner, and they will then carry out the works and carry out the post-works assessment to ensure that the grants are made. So the works must be carried out by one of these entities. The performance of the property must be uplifted by around 20% compared to its existing BER. So again, the one-stop shop will provide that information as part of the Home Energy Summary Report. 75% of the loan must be spent on the home energy upgrade works, so must be spent on measures that will improve the energy efficiency of the property. This is a key criteria that will need to be met and will be checked on post-works by the SBCI and by SBCI. Up to 25% of the loan can be spent on non-energy works, so that could be the purchase of a new sofa, the installation of a new kitchen. A key thing to call out, one thing that is excluded and is not eligible for any funding under the scheme, is the purchase or installation of a fossil fuel boiler. So the benefits from a homeowner. First and foremost, as we previously called out, the interest rates for this product are much, much lower than that of standard loan schemes already in the market. So the average interest rate for the Home Energy Upgrade Loan Scheme is around 3.5%. That's much lower than the standard loan rate of around 8 or 9%. Or even for comparable green products, which would be 6.5%. So much, much lower, much better value for the homeowner. There's a longer term that's available. So as standards, up to 10 years to repay the loan. We see most homeowners are going with the longer 10-year term, which will have lower monthly repayments and provide a bit more flexibility for the homeowner to manage their cash flow through the project and past that. By combining the grant and this low-cost loan, it reduces the overall cost for the project and again makes it much more attractive for the homeowner to go down this route. It also by streamlining and aligning the two of them by going through a one-stop shop, it's much more, I suppose, frictionless and hassle-free for our customer. The loan can be drawn down before the works can begin, so this provides the homeowner with a degree of certainty that they'll be able to meet any of the costs that come up and will then manage the scheme using the loan as it progresses. And then a benefit for the homeowner, and I suppose benefit for Ireland Inc. By having a loan there, it will enable a deeper retrofit. So this will mean lower energy costs in the future for the homeowner, a much more comfortable and cozier home. And of course, it reduces down the energy costs and carbon emissions for Ireland as a whole, which is a key benefit of the scheme. So on screen, you can see a couple of the energy upgrades that are eligible under the scheme. So heat pumps, wall insulation, be that external or internal wall insulation, heating controls, which is we're seeing a lot of take up of that, and attic insulation. Just to call out, solar panels are eligible under the scheme where they're being installed as part of a deeper retrofit. So they can't be, if a homeowner is just seeking to get to install solar panels and nothing else, they're not eligible for the scheme. However, if they're seeking to install solar panels, say, and attic insulation or solar panels and wall insulation, then they would be eligible for the scheme, provided that they meet the 20% outlined earlier. So how to apply for the scheme? So there's two key steps from a homeowner's point of view, and that'll be key to know as your role as a lender. So the first step is that the homeowner should contact an SCI registered one-stop shop or a community project coordinator. These entities will help the homeowner plan their home energy upgrades, may assess the home if it's required, but they will be responsible for providing the home energy summary report document. This is a key one-page document that we'll go through in a bit of detail later on in the presentation. The next step is that the one-stop shop and the community project coordinator, they will handle the SCI grant applications on behalf of the homeowner. They'll provide that home energy summary report to the homeowner, who will then apply for the home energy upgrade loan scheme themselves with one of the key lenders, with yourselves. The application process, so the home energy summary report, as we call that, that's the kind of key document in the scheme. You can give a quick overview of what it is to the right here. It's a one-page document provided by the homeowner. It's meant to be provided at the point of final quotation, so these are to provide the most accurate representation of what the project will be, what the kind of key costs will be. And it's the one-stop shop and the community project coordinator confirming what the details of the plan energy upgrade works will be. It includes key information on the property, such as the meter point reference number, which you can see here. It'll also include what the proposed upgrade costs will be, as well as what the proposed uplift in the energy performance will be. It might just be worth spending a bit of time on how to confirm eligibility under the home energy summary report. So each home energy summary report must be in the format kind of applied here. So it'll obviously be called out home energy summary report at the very, very top. It'll have this warning signal at the very, very top around if the information's incorrect in it, that a loan potentially could be removed from the scheme. All fields should be completed under the home energy summary report. To be eligible for the loan, a valid MPRN must be provided. So an MPRN we can see here to the right. It'll contain 11 digits and always start with the digits 10. The proposed net of grant energy efficiency costs must be 75% of the loan value applied for. So this is this data field here. So it is 40,000 in the example that we're providing here. How this figure was calculated, and again, will be key in order for you to confirm whether this is an eligible home energy summary report. It will be the total proposed energy efficiency costs, which in this case are 50,000, minus the total proposed grant amount, which are 10,000. So again, this brings the proposed net of grant energy efficiency cost to 40,000 for this particular home energy summary report. So the next key field will be the proposed uplift in energy performance. As previously called out, this needs to be at least 20% to be eligible. How this is calculated, you can see what the calculation is in the field attached here, but please note this will be automatically calculated by the home energy summary report. And it's calculated using the two figures above here, the current energy performance indicator and the proposed post-upgrade project energy performance indicator. All declarations outlined in these fields must be completed with a Y or yes in order to be eligible. And then lastly, there must be a signature of the registered one-stop shop or the community project coordinator at the very, very bottom. This will be signed in one of the following formats: digital signature, digital image, and digital name. So a couple of the frequently asked questions on the schemes. Do homeowners have to pay any additional amounts for the home energy summary report? Quick answer is no. There's no charge for the home energy summary report. As within that step, when a homeowner does go and meet one of the one-stop shops or community project coordinator, there may be a requirement for an assessment, and that assessment itself could cost money, but the home energy summary report itself is free, should be provided free of charge to the homeowner. One key thing to call out as part of this, they will need a valid BEO rating, building energy rating. This is to show the improvement of the property. So there will need to be an initial BEO rating at the very, very start, and then at the very, very end to show what the uplift in the property will be. Does the loan require security? No security is required against this. All loans are unsecured. What can the loan be used for? So this is a key requirement under the scheme. At least 75% of the loan must be spent on energy upgrade works. That includes wall, attic and floor insulation, heat pump installation, windows and door replacement, as well as ventilation improvements for better indoor air quality. If you go onto the SBCI website and look at the grants that are provided for under their home energy upgrade schemes, you can see a full list of the measures that are applicable here. Please note, if it's initially suggested that they're going to meet 75% in the home energy summary report, and they subsequently don't meet that as part of the post-works checks, the loan can be removed from the home energy upgrade loan scheme and moved on to a higher rate. This is a key thing to call out to your customer. Up to 25% of the loan can then be used on non-energy related home improvements, such as furniture, interior decorating, and going towards building of an extension. As I called out earlier, the key thing that can't be funded is a fossil fuel boiler here. Are solar panels eligible as an individual measure under the scheme? Quick answer is no. They cannot be funded as part of a standalone basis. A homeowner cannot come in and just fund the installation of solar PV. It needs to be part of a wider retrofit. A bit more detail on that can be provided under the schemes that are outlined here. But if attic insulation and say, for example, external wall insulation was also being installed in solar PV, is an eligible measure under the scheme, however, can't be funded by itself. So look, that's a very, very quick overview of the scheme. If you have any other questions, obviously contact us through any of your contacts on the lending team within the SBCI, or you can reach out to us on the home energy upgrade at sbci.gov.ie. There's also be more information on all the SBCI socials, but just reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer any and all questions that come through. In the meantime, have a great day and thanks again for listening.